isn't it?
Yes, babe. I'm out with Chris and we are truffle hunting today. And it's going quite well actually. We've actually found a couple, which is absolutely mad. Last weekend we went down to the Wild Food Festival and we met a lovely chap called Jesper. And I've been following him for quite a few years on Instagram. He's a bit of a truffle expert. And anyway, we saw him on his hands and knees looking at what he thought was some dig holes, and he was just telling us about them. So we just had a little look around and we actually managed to find about 5 or 6 little marbled deer truffles, and we took them over to Jesper and he confirmed what they were, and it just gave us a bit of a buzz, to be honest, and gave us a bit of confidence, because he did say that they can be found pretty much anywhere, and I was under the assumption that they need quite alkaline soils, and here in the Peak District it's very acidic, so I've never really bothered looking, and all of the dig holes that I do look in have been the wrong ones. And if you just found one now, Chris has just found a dig hole there. And yeah, he was just telling us a little bit more about what sort of dig holes to look out for. And within about 10 minutes, we had found 5 or 6. What have you found, Chris?
No, nothing in it.
So what we're looking for is these little patches of earth that have been disturbed by either deer or badgers or boar. We don't have boar here, but probably most likely deer. And a lot of the dig holes I've been looking in before have been like squirrel dig holes, like burying acorns. So now we actually know what we're looking for. It's made it a little bit easier and a bit more fun as well, because we're getting a bit of progress. We haven't found any edible ones yet. Now, if you're a gourmet truffle hunter, you'll probably snigger at this, but I could not be more stoked to have uncovered another truffle in my own spot that I found. And this is the biggest one that I've found so far, and it's very, very old. And there's another little one there, but I'm just so fucking stoked, man. Years of looking, and it just took a couple of little hints from Jesper and got the spark going, and now I'm on a roll. So once we find the dig holes, we're just having a little finger in the soil around to see if we can find or feel any little lumps. And often they're beech nuts or little stones, but occasionally they've actually been truffles. We had no idea that they grew here. We actually came here looking for chanterelles, and we found a few pins for the chanterelles, and then we discovered a dig hole, and Chris found one straight away, and then I found the big rotten one.
Is that a root?
I think so. Yeah, it looks long, doesn't it?
What fly is that? Is that a truffle fly? It looks like it can't be just like a disturbance in the soil, but it might also mean it's been taken out.
Should we have a look at this one then?
Yeah, I don't know.
Feels like something. Do you need anything else, or are you alright with that?
Probably a fucking ash brick.
I've got my horry if you want.
Is it just dirt?
No, I think the. Should I get my
I think
horry?
it's just dirt. Yeah, there's loads around here.
So one thing that I've noticed feels a lot like truffles are these beech nuts. Squeeze it with your fingers, and if it cracks, then you know that it's a nut and not a truffle. I've got one. Yeah, here, look. It's decent size, and it's still all attached to the mycelium. Look.
Perfect.
Look, it's still attached, look. Right. Can't find any more in that spot, so I just cover it all back up as if I've never been here. So these are all the ones that we've found so far in the past maybe 45 minutes. This big old one I found about 20 minutes ago, and you can see that it's already been half chewed by some sort of animal, and all the spores have already formed and blown away. But these ones at the bottom, they're pretty fresh, and I don't know if they're different because they look different to me, but I'm going to cut them up when I get home and have a proper look inside. I'm fucking buzzing, man. This is pretty crazy. I didn't think that I'd find truffles, especially without a dog. And yeah, I just feel like I've absolutely leveled up one. So these are all the truffles we have unearthed so far. It's a pretty decent amount, I'd say, considering that we're just walking around willy-nilly fingering the dirt, which is quite funny. But yeah, absolutely stoked so far. I think we'll have a little bit more of a wander. I'm just covering up this dig hole here. We'll have a little bit more of a wander and maybe check out another spot. I'm really stoked. I just go to the car for 2 minutes to get my sandwich, and I've got Chris's unearthed. Show us. And the others.
And that one's in the same hole as that. And that was just on its own.
I was gone like 5 minutes to get my sandwich. Oh my god. Oh my god, is that another one? Do you need my knife?
No, I'll just get a stick.
Let me put these down here. Yeah, me too.
It's out in the stretch it. Is it?
Yes, babe. No way. Put it to the collection. As if we're finding truffles without a dog. We actually went to a truffle walk was it November that we went? In West Sussex, I think it was. And it was really, really fun. There was a couple of dogs, I think they were Jack Russells, and they were just finding truffles left, right and centre. Quite big edible ones. But this is so much more fun, like without a dog helping you. Sorry?
It's more accessible.
Yeah, Chris said it's more accessible because you don't need an expensive truffle dog or to spend years training one. You can actually just go find them yourself, and it's so much more of a buzz. It's really, really rewarding, and I did not think that we would find them in our little local digs as well. So yeah, even though they're not edible ones, what we're finding, for me it's just learning a little bit more about where they grow, how to find them, and just getting to know a bit more about their habitat. So eventually I'll be able to work on my skills and find some edible ones, and that will be the holy grail, I think, finding a big old edible truffle by myself without a dog. Wish me luck.